Hey there, everyone. It's Lorraine with Pampered Chef, and I am coming live to you today to share the treasured Pampered Chef catalog. I'm super excited that you guys are here, and I want to give you an extensive overview each day of several parts of our catalog. So each day, I'm going to kind of dice through a few pages, and that way you'll have a full overview by the time the party is over. Party started on Friday, ends on Wednesday of next week. So thank you guys for joining, and you're in for a very great treat. If you have any questions or you want this catalog to flip through it digitally, just make a comment below and I'll make sure that I get that. If you know how to tag me, because that way I'll be sure not to miss your notification. So let's go ahead and dive right in to our Pampered Chef products. So the first thing we're going to start off with are our small appliances. And then tomorrow we'll move on to a different facet of the catalog. So our small appliances are fantastic. We have several different ones, from our cooking blender to our multi-cooker here to our flex prep. And of course, my favorite, the air fryer. So you can use these products for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for snacks. In a push of a button, everything is ready to go. So I'll tell you about my experience the other day, since it's fresh on my mind. So I'm one that thinks of things on the fly. So my boyfriend made this amazing pork barbecue and gave me some to take home, and it was so good I wanted to make my own. So I actually had a pork butt directly in my freezer. It was about this big, I would say maybe like 5 pounds. And of course, I don't think ahead of time. So I took this frozen, knowing you could do this with our multi-cooker. I took this frozen pork butt, put a couple of spices, put a couple of potatoes and some onions, and then I set it and forget it, because we have all of these options down here, from a custom to soup to searing to desserts, eggs, poultry, beef, pork, slow cook. That's what oh, no. Did I do slow cook? No, I actually ended up doing pressure cook because I needed this frozen food to be cooked in 3 hours. So if you're somebody like me, you come home from soccer practice and you're like, I don't really know what we're going to cook tonight, throw in some frozen steaks, throw in some frozen hamburger or chicken breast, and you will literally have a juicy meal within minutes. That's the beautiful thing of our multi-cooker. You can also sanitize. So if you have babies and you have bottles, you can take your sanitize them directly inside of the multi-cooker. As I mentioned, whole grains, white rice, seafood, desserts. It is endless inside of here, and everything comes out super nice and super moist. So let's take a look at page 7 over here. We can make a cheesecake directly inside of here, a bundt cake, the yogurt, rice, steam your vegetables like you wouldn't believe. And these little egg whites that cost like $7 at Starbucks, you can make them for a fraction of the cost directly in your multi-cooker. So it is endless, the opportunities that are available for the multi-cooker, and it's perfect for the busy mom because it's kind of like the set it, forget it concept, and literally from frozen to on your dinner plate in minutes. Talk about fast food, right? Let's move on to our next small appliance, and this one here is called our flex prep. So you have 3 tools in one that allow you to chop, blend, and whip your ingredients. So let's talk about how you would use this. Obviously, this is a food processor. So chopping up foods, chopping up your vegetables, your fruits, your salsas. You can slice and shred cheese in seconds. Always buy those big ones from Costco or Sam's, because they're going to save you so much more money versus buying them pre-grated. Plus, pre-grated cheese is terrible. There is edible plastic or edible sawdust inside, and that's the anti-clumping feature that has to be used in pre-shredded cheeses, or by the time you get it, it'll be back in its shape and a big, huge block, right? So if you stick your hand inside of like a bag of cheese and you kind of clump it together, it will stay together, because especially if you see that white stuff, because that's the anti-clumping that is starting to release from the cheese. So just buy fresh. It's so much better. Then you can make any kind of sauces. Like you can make a tomato sauce, hummus, tzatziki, I think is the way you call it, with the Greek yogurt and all those yummy Greek seasonings. You can mix up your muffins and your cakes with the blender action. Then you can whip. So whip up your frostings and your cream cheese and your icings and things like that. And then you have an immersion blender, so you can use it on top of your stovetop for your sauces and your soups and your homemade dressing. I love homemade dressing. Something just as simple as Dijon mustard, honey, soy sauce, and a little bit of oil and maybe some balsamic vinegar, and you have the most amazing homemade dressings for your recipes or marinades. So here is one of my favorites. This is the cooking blender. So just like the wording, it cooks and it blends. So let's talk about that. You can make an ice cream, ice milk inside of here. You can make any types of dips. It self cleans itself. So whenever I'm done cooking inside of it or using it, I'll drop in fill it up halfway with water, drop in some Dawn, and boom, it is done cleaning. It actually heats up to 141 degrees and then starts cleaning the inside. All you're going to do is use this dial to select the different functions, from nuts to jams to sauces to soups to smoothies, and of course your like margaritas and think. I know margaritas, and everyone's like, okay, I'll buy it. So let me tell you real quick. So I've had the Vitamix, and I've had the Nutra blender, and I've had a regular blender, and I'm telling you, nothing works like this blender. So it's going to give you the smoothest smoothies you've ever had. So whenever I made smoothies before, this is from my water, I had to use these thick straws. But with ours, you can use the thin straws. So you can see here, that's just a much more thinner in diameter, and you don't have to worry about the food getting clogged in there. I love the blender for quick and easy meals. And can you imagine making your homemade peanut butter inside of there, or your homemade almond milk? I mean, it's super simple. It's almonds and distilled water, and that's it. And you can throw in a little bit of sweetener, a little bit of vanilla, and you can make homemade almond milk in seconds. So, or get the process started at least. And then, of course, I think I said nut butters, soups, and sauces. I love it. My next door neighbor gave me a whole bunch of tomatoes, threw them inside of here with some basil, onion, some seasonings, and I made a homemade marinara and gave it back to him. He was like, whoa, that's so cool. So this is our cooking blender, and you will not regret getting this item here. It is going to be something you use all the time. And then we have our deluxe grill and griddle. You can imagine what you're going to do here. Any types of fish, meat, poultry, veggies, fruits, this dessert. Holy smokes, amazing. And then use this for hamburger, grilled cheese, paninis, waffles, pancakes, eggs, bacon, everything. It's basically a flat griddle, a griddle with the sear marks, which that makes things look so good and yummy. And then you have plates for your waffles. You have a piece here that will actually come directly with it. It clips inside here. You put it inside your hamburger, and you'll have the juiciest hamburgers because you don't overcook your food, which is so important. So overcooking, undercooking, not a good thing. Cooking it to the right temperature, the thing to do, right? So you're going to have 3 cooking positions, 8 program settings, and you're going to get a cookbook with all of these. So it gives you lots of great ideas on how to use it. Now we need a huge, big drum roll. This product has changed the way I cook forever. It is amazing. It is the Pampered Chef's air fryer, and it can be used for air frying, baking, roasting, rotisserie, reheat, and dehydrate. It is endless. I put this baby to the test right away when I got it, probably about 3 years ago. Took a 5-pound chicken, and you'll see here, you're going to put these little probes right through it. It actually turns the chicken like it's at Sam's Club right up in your kitchen. When you walk in your house and you smell that chicken, it smells just like Sam's Club. It is so amazing, super crispy on the outside, incredibly moist in the center. You will never buy a rotisserie chicken anywhere else unless you need it on the fly. It is that good. Then you're also going to get this tool here. These are the kebabs, so you can put your veggies, your fruits, everything inside without going to the grill. For breakfast, I use it for all kinds of things, from biscuits to the best bacon ever. Ever, I say, the best bacon ever. This is made for a family, but can be for single as well. I'm a single person, so I just use it for myself, and every single day I use it. There's these new, we have a new tray that slips underneath one of these as well. So if you want to capture the juice from your food or the mess from your food, it's basically like a catch mess tray. Then you can make homemade fruit leather. Kids love this. Getting them in the kitchen and cooking with you has a tendency for them to open up their thoughts because, they made it, they had their hands on it. So they know exactly what went inside. You can use this for homemade French fries. Also use our ultimate mandolin. You can chop it up, make homemade French fries. Soak your French fries in water for about an hour to release the starches. It makes them more crispy and amazing. Pizza, to reheat it, it's endless. You get a basket that it comes with the air fryer and turns it. So your French fries, chicken nuggets, tater tots, onion rings. No, not onion rings. All those other ones, but onion rings. Onion rings would be better on the tray. It flips them and rotates them the entire time. So we're talking crispiness all over the place, right? So it's endless. I mean, I'm trying to think else what I can tell you about it, but I can just tell you that once you get it, you're going to be like, where has this been all my life? And you are going to fall in love. So the very best way to get some of these appliances is to actually have your own Pampered Chef party. So we're going to stop there today. And then we'll come back and we'll start covering some of our cookware and things like that. But we covered the air fryer. Get it on your wish list. We covered the deluxe grill and griddle. Get it on your wish list. The cooking blender, you know what to do. The flex prep and the multi cooker. OMG. Do one of two things. Have your own party. You'll get one for free, maybe a couple half off, or become a consultant like me. And honestly, you might be thinking, well, I can't say all those things that she can. Well, I'm reading some of it off of it because I can't remember all the words either, but I've been using these products for 20 years. So you're going to share what you know. I share what I know. And you can use my video too. So it makes it super easy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, comment below. If you know how to tag me so I won't miss it. And I'm super excited for you to enjoy this wonderful world of Pampered Chef. And I hope you enjoyed the party, get some great products, also some gift ideas, and book your own party. Your host gets a lot of credit for it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.